Learn the conjugations for the future and conditional tenses.
How do I say will in Spanish?
The word will always requires the future tense. Suppose Carmen says, tomorrow I will buy a dress. Mañana yo compraré un vestido. Here the verb comprar is conjugated in the yo form of the future tense. It translates as, I will buy. If you say, we will go to the dance this Saturday. Iremos al baile este sábado. Iremos takes the nosotros form of the future tense. It translates as, we will go.
How do I say would in Spanish?
You use would to talk about something that happens under certain conditions. So you need the conditional tense. Suppose you say, Carmen compraría un vestido, pero ella no tiene tiempo. Carmen would buy a dress, but she doesn't have time. The verb compraría indicates that Carmen would buy a dress, and ella no tiene tiempo indicates the condition. Let's look at how to conjugate future and conditional tenses.
Are the conjugations for the future and conditional the same?
Yes and no. Both add an ending to the infinitive form of the verb, but the endings differ. If you want to say, they will dance, you take the infinitive bailar, add an, and say, bailarán. If you want to say, they would dance, you add ian to the infinitive bailar, so you say, bailarían. Of course, these are regular verbs.
Well, what about irregular verbs? How are they conjugated?
The 12 irregular verbs are the same in the future and conditional tenses. With irregular verbs, you don't use the infinitive. You use an irregular stem. Look at the verb to fit, caber. It's irregular because it drops the E in the infinitive to form an irregular stem. So you'd say, cabré, when you mean I will fit. And cabría, for I would fit. For the irregular verb tener, a D takes the place of the E. So you'd say, tendremos, to mean we will have, and tendríamos, when you mean we would have.
How would you use these tenses in a conversation?
Let's listen as Carmen and Alberto use the future and conditional to discuss the school dance.
¿Irás al baile, Carmen?
Iría, pero no tengo tiempo para prepararme.
¿Qué tendrías que preparar?
Bueno, primero compraría un vestido, pero no tengo coche para ir de compras.
No te preocupes, yo te llevaré.
Después, tendría que ir a un sastre. Eso valdrá mucho.
Mi hermana lo hará.
También necesitaría hacer una cita en la peluquería. Yo nunca iría a un baile formal sin hacer eso.
¿De veras? Yo solo alquilaré un traje y me peinaré.